Hey class, how's it going? Mr. Martinez here. So we're going to go over ELA today, Unit 6, Week 1. I know I assigned it before, but a lot of us haven't had our tablets yet or laptops. So I'm going to go over Week 1 of Unit 1. So if you haven't done it yet, this is your chance to get it done. If you're done already, your chance to do a review. So I'm going to go ahead and want you guys to open up Clever, go to 365, and I'm sorry, go to Clever, go to Teams on 365, and look up your assignments for ELA. There's only a few on there for Unit 1 they need to submit for questions. And so keep that open and then go back to Clever, and then let's go to Wonders. So on your Wonders, you used to see this is Unit 6, Week 1. We're going to go ahead and go through the presentation. All these, you should have the links on to do. So let's go ahead and go through it real quick. So Unit 6 is taking action. So one step, this is a poem. Sun up, sun down, moon up, moon down. I continue on. I've grown afraid. Moments tighten, fold into habits. Sights narrow, though I have goals to reach. I hesitate. And a sound catches me from a lonely shadow, off my past, outside my routine. And muffled voice softly calling. I waver, and am slow to turn and look. Someone's here. Seeking to smile, a kind word, with eyes hopeful and wide. In that moment, I wonder, what would I gain by not changing my stride, by dodging one who shares my doubts? So I stop to offer not a word. Soon it comes back how simple this could be. One smile builds a friendship, one laugh conquers sadness, one step always begins a journey. So the big idea, when is it important to take action? So this week, our essential question is how people use natural resources, relying on nature. I'll take a picture, look at the image, and notice what he's doing. Who is he? What do you think is going on? And anytime you may pause the video to ask yourself questions.
Resources. How have people used natural resources? People throughout history have made use of resources from nature. Some resources, such as honey from bees, are made more plentiful when we establish a special partnership with animals. Salt, or sodium chloride, is essential to life for many animals, including humans. One way to obtain salt is to use the sun's energy to evaporate the water from brine on salt flats. Our lives are enriched by many plant resources too. In addition to providing staple foods, plants give us a number of extras, including delicious syrup from the sap of sugar maple trees.
Okay, so I want you to go ahead and review what you learned and ask yourself, what have we gained from nature and how do we use nature? So here's another image. What do you guys notice? What do you guys see? And this is a graphic organizer at the web. You put your main thought in the middle and you start adding details to it.
Technology in the ground. If you hear high tech, you might think of mobile phones, flat screen televisions, and computers. If you were asked what these devices are made of, you'd likely say wires and plastic. You might be surprised to know that devices such as these depend on metal elements found deep in the ground. These metals are called rare earths. There are 17 rare earths, each with its own special functions. For example, the element erbium is used in certain cables to strengthen the signals that pass through them. Dysprosium is used in electric motors for hybrid cars or vehicles that run on electricity and gas. And neodymium helps wind turbines generate power. A challenging process. Rare earths are actually not that rare. They're found in many parts of the world. But just because they're not rare doesn't mean they are easy to get. They don't always clump together in one place, which would make them easier to mine. Instead, they're often found grouped with other minerals. After rocks containing minerals and rare earths are removed from the ground, dump trucks deliver the rocks to refineries. Here, the rare earth metals are separated from iron ore and other minerals using boiling acid and other powerful chemicals. Greater demand, new sources. Even though rare earths are found around the world, China has taken a lead in world production. Currently, China produces more than 95% of the world's rare earths output. That means many of those mobile phones, televisions, and computers you were thinking of very well might contain minerals taken from the ground in faraway China. As technology continues to advance at an amazing pace, the demand for rare earth elements will continue to grow. Given this demand, other nations, such as the United States, Brazil, and Malaysia, are working to take advantage of their rare earth resources. One day, metals from the ground in any of these places may be found in the homes, cars, or pockets of someone halfway around the globe. Technology in the ground.
Okay, so I wanted you to read it once or listen to it once. And as you're reading, you're going to ask yourself that rare earths are found in the ground. I wonder in what parts of the world rare earths are found. And then as you read and as you listen, ask yourself, what are the steps it takes to get the rare earths? And if you're not sure, ask yourself questions. So a good reader always asks himself questions. So here's I wonder. So always good to be wondering what's going on. Okay, here's our vocabulary for the week: commodity, distribution, dominant, edible, impenetrable, ornate, replenished, significant. So when you do your wonders to do, you could actually do the vocab on there. And here's one of the activities you can be working on. So this week you're going to read what's called the fragrance, the fortunes of fragrance. You're going to read on wonders to do. And then you're going to go into teams and answer the questions. Now there's the skills you'll be working on. Ask and answer questions. So as you're reading, you should be asking yourself questions. And then we're going to go over a main idea. So the most important point the author makes about topic is the main idea. So you may pause it in time to read it on your computer screen, but I highly suggest you go to Wonders to Do and click on the lessons. It is also about expository, how you know expository text. Well, it gives you text features, and this one gives you the text feature of the diagrams. And to understand the definition of words, the vocabulary, it uses Latin roots. But once you have gone through Wonders to Do, let's look at some of the lessons you're going to be working on. So I extended out the due dates. I know a lot of us don't have a tablet yet, but when we get our tablet, you should be able to go back and do the lessons. So on Wonders to Do, I'll update week 2 later. Right now, you got to work on week 1. So you have everything we just went over is in Wonders to Do. I'll just pick one of the lessons. So let me pick the text for teens. So right here, you're going to read Fortunes of Fragrance, and it's just right here, questions on teams. So go back to teams and answer those questions. So let's go to teams real quick. This way for teams. So let me show you guys real quick. Once you guys go to teams. All right, on teams, you can go to assignments. And let's see here, it says week 1 questions, and it also has a Microscope World Wonders to Do. So when it says Wonders to Do, that's due, and I'll change the due dates also. There's 2 things I'll work on is the week 1 questions. Click on that. And then also you're gonna be working on another assignment right here, a Microscopic World Wonders. So let's go ahead and find that real quick on Wonders. So you should be going on the Wonders. And let's go ahead and look up the assignments. So you should be reading weekly reader teams right here. So when it says weekly reader, you're gonna click on a Microscopic World and you're gonna answer the questions. So you open this up, open resource. And just how we normally do, you read the text. And then on page 18, there's questions. So you can listen to the text or read it yourself off the screen. Once you answer these questions, so just 2 things, the only 2 things to submit on Teams, but everything else is going to be on Wonders to Do. So you're going to go to Wonders to Do and go through all the ones that say week 1. So let me go ahead and edit this out. So week 1, so unit 6, week 1, new microscopic world. Okay. And these will be due on the 24th. So you guys have plenty of time to get these done. And I'll update week 2 for those students that are finished. So for those students that are done with unit 1, you can go ahead and jump onto week 2, and I'll change the due dates. I had the due dates for this Friday, but for some of us that are behind, I'll change the due dates. Also, when you're done, when you're finished with your all the lessons for week 1, I want you to make sure you go onto iReady. So make sure you go to iReady. And you go on to, make sure you guys go to iReady and work on the teacher assigned lessons. So instruction. So you go to teacher assigned lessons. Any questions? If you have any questions, you may go to Teams and ask me. So you got Wonders to Do right here. Just click on the to do right here. You get all the instructions is right here on Teams. So the main thing is you're looking for that main idea and that's plain detail. So make sure you go into your text. You have the actual textbook. And then when you're done, we'll give feedback. Okay, so that's Unit 6, Week 1. Any questions? Email me or submit on Teams a question under post. So under post, you just go up to where it says Unit 6, Week 1, and just ask question there. Okay, talk to you guys soon. Have a great day.